Hey Cosmonauts, welcome to today's video. Hope you all are doing great because today we have some exciting news to get into. So Cosmonauts, in this video we are very excited to cover the news of the Cosmos Hub upgrade V9 Lambda, offering now replicate security and hence being ready to start onboarding consumer chains. Another really interesting news is Namada's cubic proof of stake as well as Juno V13 upgrade. But these are just a few highlights of this video. You will now find a lot more news organized by section, such as tech or governance among others, and project-focused sections about Juno, Osmosis, Evmos and Persistence. Tech. With an overall yes majority of over 99%, the Cosmos Hub Proposal 187 passed to implement the V9 Lambda upgrade on the 15th of March. This upgrade added the code to the Cosmos Hub to enable replicated security. However, following this upgrade, potential consumer chains will need to submit governance proposals and be approved before launching as consumer chains. Megatech is receiving feedback about a Cosmos SDK module called the Builder module to standardize MEV auctions in Cosmos. Megatech mentioned that this is a decentralized approach to MEV capture. Current custom patches to comment BFT such as Skip or Megatech add operational risk and complexity to validators. The Builder module would solve this operational risk and allow also chain governance to control payment distribution, among other advantages. Recently, Duality also announced their own custom patch called Multiplicity, and Skip commented on this, mentioning that it is similar to how part of the coming protocol-owned Builder, or POB for short, in Protocol MEV module works, except POB uses vote extensions instead of a modified Tendermint version. Skip also suggested Duality that they should combine efforts. With POB, Skip Select and MEV Tendermint would be moved on-chain, allowing all validators to participate. In fact, most of what Skip currently does will be moved in protocol thanks to the new developments related to ABCI++. POB has several advantages over protocol builder separation, or PBS, used by Ethereum, and POB is only possible on Cosmos given the unique functionality of the Cosmos SDK. Skip mentioned that POB will begin on Osmosis, but it can scale since it's a generalized system. During the ongoing game of NFTs, some cool tools are being built. For example, Omniflix has built a GUI which allows Cosmonauts to try interchain NFT transfers. You can check and interact with this tool by following the link in description. The Stage 2 of the game of NFTs began on March 6th and the Stage 3 on March 13th. Comment BFT v0.37 was introduced, which includes ABCI 1.0 with the new methods, prepare proposal and process proposal that will lead to improved latency and faster execution. In the upcoming v0.38, the ABCI 2.0 will be introduced with two other new methods that together with this ABCI 1.0 will bring ABCI++. DeFi and staking. Namada presented the cubic proof of stake with three innovative concepts called poach staking, cubic slashing, and a reward distribution scheme for auto compounding. Firstly, poach staking involves fewer state changes. This allows for a faster state verification and hence more efficient light clients. The duration of an poach will be around 1 day. Validators set updates and the majority of state changes will take effect in 2 epochs or in around 2 days. For unbonding, it will be 21 epochs. And additional advantage of epoch staking is that it will be possible to include the Fairveo DKG protocol to encrypt transactions in the mempool, since there will be enough time to compute the DKG. Regarding cubic slashing, its design is to more severely punish correlated infractions, meaning infractions committed nearby each other. Another improvement also is that even if a delegator who contributed to a misbehaving validator's voting power when infraction happened redelegates Namada would still slash this delegator. As seen in this graph, the slash rate reaches 100 for total voting power of 1/3. In the BFT consensus module, the one-third voting power is a critical value, since over one-third malicious voting power could prevent consensus from being achieved. Additionally, the reward distribution scheme allows for direct auto-compounding of staking rewards without the need of any transaction to claim the rewards. Juno news. The Juno Proposal 271 for the V13 software upgrade was passed and implemented on the 13th of March. Some of the new features and functionalities added are the fee share module for smart contract developers to earn a portion of all gas fees generated on their contracts, and the packet forward middleware, allowing Juno to be a relay chain for other zones. Also, the token factory module was added, as well as upgrades to IBC v4, Cosmonauts v0.30, and the latest versions of IAVL, Tendermint, and Cosmos SDK. In addition, ICA host and controller was included, and all ICA messages are allowed. There are several updates from Windex. Firstly, the maximum supply of Win was reduced by 52.6%. In addition, it is now possible to bring assets to Windex from other ecosystems, such as Ethereum, thanks to Axelar and Squid. This can be done via the Convert tab. It was also mentioned that the final tests of liquid staking derivatives are ongoing, and hence gauge voting for validators to receive delegations of liquid staking derivative assets is upcoming. The opening of applications for the new Juno delegation program was announced, and the deadline to submit application was on the 14th of March. This delegation program is managed by the Juno delegation subDAO. Initially, the delegation approach will be 3 months, but this could be later modified. Also, up to 7 million Juno from the Juno Development Reserve will be staked for the first approach. Osmosis news. A draft proposal was shared in the Osmosis forum about the renewal of the Osmosis Support Lab, or OSL for short, funding for the period of March to August of 2023. The OSL mentioned that the proposal cycle funding was updated from 3 months to 6 months. The amount requested is around 640k Osmo, and initially the estimated on-chain date was March 6th. However, following several comments and criticism in the forum, the OSL announced that some members were voluntarily stepping down, and that the proposal and budget will be updated in the following days. The Osmosis Proposal 447 passed, and this will now enable the permissionless minting of NFTs on Osmosis. This was possible with the upload of the base CW721 NFT contract. Evmos news. Evmos Proposal 128 passed to build a community-owned DEX within 2 months. However, over 50% of the votes were abstain. The requested funds were 200k Evmos, but it was mentioned that the funds would be for orbital apes only, since the Evmos DAO is well funded already. The goal is to grow native liquidity on Evmos with a capital-efficient AMM. Persistence news. The Dexter Rave incentivized testnet was live for 1 week. The testnet featured the stable swap pool of STK Atom/Atom and the weighted pool of Atom/XPRT. The features that were tried included swapping and add/withdraw assets, liquidity provision, and bonding and unbonding of tokens. Dexter is aiming to become the liquidity hub for liquid staking derivatives by supporting liquid staked assets issued on Persistence, but also on other projects, such as Stride or Quicksilver. Dexter V1 will support weighted pools, stable swap invariant, and stable 3/5 pool. Validators and stakers in Persistence are increasingly participating in governance, as can be seen in this graph. This is positive since it shows a growing interest and engagement regarding governance. The P-Stake ERC20 liquid staking migration utility went live. This allows a simple single-click migration of both the STK Atom and STK XPRT ERC20 versions to the Persistence Core 1 chain, as well as the migration of PAtom and PXPRT. In addition, SushiSwap LPs need to stake their LP tokens on this migration utility UI so that pstake can collect all these addresses and then unstake LP and send the respective ETH. Persons are reminded that LPs must not remove any liquidity from the pools, since this could lead to loss of assets. In the description, you will find the links to both the migration utility and Blogspot with detailed explanations about all migration steps. Drama and hacks. In the most recent Coinbro video about Cosmos a few months ago, it was clear that previous Twitter arguments among Cosmos founders were seen as very negative for those outside of the ecosystem researching through the Twitter accounts of Cosmos founders. Therefore, it is very positive now to see founders Jay and Ethan taking some photos together in some crypto events and discussing constructively for the benefit of the whole Cosmos ecosystem. As you can see in this photo, Jay and Ethan hadn't seen each other in person for several years, so seeing them together is very positive, since it was them who imagined and launched the Cosmos project, and therefore, if they start talking again and collaborating as well as sharing ideas, this could have a great positive impact in the Cosmos ecosystem. Project launches and network upgrades. Asset Mantle announced that the Mantle Place NFT launchpad went live, which allows creators to, for example, create a whitelist or a sale for a specific whitelist, and also to enable private sales over the launchpad. A weekly community call on Tuesday at 4 p.m. UTC focused on the Cosmos Hub and Atom, called the Atom Zone, was announced. The host will be CryptoCito and Rob from the ICF. Megatech announced a strategic partnership with Composable Finance to solve cross-chain overflow. Megatech mentioned that this could be understood as transparent MEV capture between Polkadot, Near, Cosmos, and potentially Ethereum. The Chain Builders program announced a partnership with Legal Nodes. Participants of the program will now benefit from legal strategy sessions, legal tasks management via virtual legal offices, and other legal support. Governance. Recently, there were several deposit period spam proposals in many Cosmos ecosystem networks, and in some cases, a few spam proposals reached the voting period. Until recently, in the Cosmos Hub, there were cases of deposit period spam, but not voting period spam. However, several spam proposals reached the voting period. Deposit period spam could be elevated by explorers only showing proposals in the voting period, and also some patches are being discussed to be installed by validators individually to stop the deposit period spam. Regarding the voting period spam, especially in the Cosmos Hub, this is an urgent issue since even they are being vetoed, meaning that the 250 atom deposit would be burnt. The malicious actor or actors seem not to care about this. Raising the deposit for proposal is not likely to stop these malicious actors, therefore other ideas must be implemented. For example, a spam prevention governance council through which all proposals go before going to the voting period. And if any malicious links, misleading information, or any other malicious activity is detected, they would be removed before going into the voting period. The proposals shown here are malicious, so you should vote no with veto and don't click any links in these proposals. Airdrops. With the launch of replicate security, it is likely that Neutron will soon present in the Cosmos Forum their proposal to become the first consumer chain. This proposal is very likely to pass, so once Neutron becomes a consumer chain, it is also probable that more details about their airdrop could be released. Events and conferences. OmniFlix announced that Liam is now hosting the Flix Talk every Wednesday at 2 p.m. UTC. Also, it was announced that OmniFlix will be the official ticketing partner for the upcoming OSWASM event. There will be an Atom Dubai event in March, so you can contact Uptite from Persistence or CryptoCito to join the event. General crypto news. Silvergate Capital Corporation, the parent company of Silvergate Bank, announced the plans to liquidate and wind down the bank. In addition, Silvergate Bank also recently decided to discontinue the Silvergate Exchange Network, or SCN for short. However, in Europe and especially in Switzerland, several fully focused crypto banks received banking licenses recently, and traditional banks are also starting to offer crypto services. Conclusion. Cosmonauts, you can support us by subscribing and clicking the like button. I hope you enjoyed the video and thank you so much for watching. Many exciting updates are coming very soon, so stay tuned for our next videos. Also keep an eye on our Twitter for our short educational clips. That's all for now, Cosmonauts. See you again in 2 weeks.
Warning.